With every new season comes changes. This season I'm going to be entering the beginning of the end, being a senior in college. It's not just waiting for me anymore, it's actually here. And on January 1st of this year, I promised myself that I would be cleaner, eat better, get rich, find myself, make more videos, see my friends, spend more quality time alone, understand the world around me, grow up, drink water, speak my truth, finish Breath of the Wild without any help, go to my classes more often, and become perfect. Mostly, I realized that it's really hard to make big changes, and big changes are actually really scary, so it is harder than I just indicated a second ago. Today, I have decided, though, to make a few very simple changes to completely change the trajectory of my life. First, I will start with the beginning. Every day we have to wake up. I mean it. We have to. Because biologically, it's almost impossible not to. Whenever you lay in bed too long, you get a headache, and people get mad at you, which makes you want to sleep even more, but you can't. So, to kick off this cycle for myself, I typically will brush my teeth, drink some water, and then sit right here until I stare at myself long enough to decide whether or not I want to put on makeup. Then I'll put on a pre-chosen outfit, and I'll get on with my day. I guess I should change that. So I've decided to do all the same stuff this morning, except I totally didn't. First, I still brushed my teeth because some things are just too good to not keep around. Next, I didn't let myself pre-choose an outfit, but instead, I stood at my closet and I waited until I was ready to get dressed. And I stared inside of the closet, which I am responsible for until my lease ends, and I waited for inspiration to jump out at me. But then I started to wonder if I'd done everything wrong, if I'd maybe been dressing better when I chose my outfit the night before, like yesterday, and if today I'd walk out of my house and I'd be able to read minds, and I wouldn't even be happy about this superpower, and I wouldn't even wonder where it came from, because all I'd be thinking is the fact that everyone's somehow thinking the exact same sentence, and it's that she looked better yesterday and the day before that, and she did something different today and it didn't work, and she should have not done whatever that was, the different thing. And after all that, I wouldn't even be able to come home because I'd be too ashamed, and because I changed my routine so much, I forgot to even drink water. And now I'm wearing an outfit that I don't even know if I like, and I didn't even have time to think about who I'd be today. I just had to be it. And maybe if I'd had more time to think about it, I would have chosen to be someone else. Next, I decided to change up breakfast. I don't really feel like making food most of the time, so I kind of just eat a granola bar or something equally stupid. So today, in order to set myself up for success, I decided to cook. First, I had to go to the grocery store and get food. It was really hard to decide what I should buy because everything looks so good, but I couldn't imagine myself eating it. So I just walked in a circle for a long time, and then eventually I Googled breakfast, and I based my meal off of this stock image. Great, eggs and bacon, classics. So after eating a delicious stock image breakfast, I felt rejuvenated and maybe even more honest than usual. I was excited to tell you about my breakfast and how everyone was right. All you have to do to be a breakfast person is make breakfast, and it doesn't even have to be that good, because you only get better at making breakfast if you keep doing it all the time, and eventually you'll want to make an even better breakfast, but you can't expect yourself to do it perfect on the first try. Otherwise, you'll always eat granola bars because you already know it's easy, and failing to make the breakfast you want seems scarier than eating a really bad one every day for the last 2 years. Now, these changes felt pretty big, and by then it was only about 10 a.m., and I still had the rest of the day ahead of me. So, in order to conserve some energy, I decided to make one final tiny little change. I have had this vase of dead flowers on my desk for a week, and before then I had plastic flowers that I didn't even have to water because they were fake. But now I have real flowers, but these flowers have died. And sometimes I miss the way they looked a week ago, and I think that I should just keep them there because I can still imagine how good they used to look, And I can imagine so well that I almost start to convince myself that they still look like that. But with the help of my nutritious breakfast, I was able to use a little bit more brain power to see that I can't keep these flowers anymore. I took them out of the vase slowly and I said my goodbyes. I knew I'd never see them again, and they knew it too, but somehow I think I knew it more than they did. Then I started to feel sad for them, but it was hard to be sad about the choice I was making because I was the one making it. I placed them in my yard where I think they'll decompose and return to the earth, and maybe someday they'll be flowers again. Then I put some new ones in a vase and I filled it with water and I put it on my desk, and seeing the new flowers there made it just a little bit easier. I feel proud of these changes and I think I'm ready to start the new school year. It's hard to do what you want to do, but it's even harder not to. Thank you for watching or not watching. Thank you for existing. Bye.